Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, you won't just start all reading. I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday to you, wherever you are joining us from today. I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready for a good laugh with Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. And this one is written and illustrated by David Ezra Stein. And of course, we're reading it with permission of Candlewick Press. Good morning to you and welcome. Thank you for joining me, and of course for your patience waiting for me as I came on a little late today. Class was running a little bit later than usual, but I am glad to be here. I am glad you are here. Baby Bia beat me to it. You were here before me. Good morning to you and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, if Interrupting Chicken is back, I'm sure you all remember Interrupting Chicken, so you know you're in for a treat. Good morning to you and welcome. And of course, you can find this book in the links below, or indeed do ask for it at your local library. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise by David Ezra Stein. Good morning to you and welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to you, and thank you as always for being here with me. And I hope you are absolutely ready for a story together. Let us see who is with us, and just one more time say good morning. Of course, first through the door, even earlier than me today. Good morning to you, Baby Bia, out in Seattle. Thank you so much for joining in. And you say out in beautiful Seattle. Thank you for joining in. And Amanda, good to see you back. Thank you for joining in. Good morning to you, Nate. Good morning to you. Let's see if I can remember Grandma and Grandpa. Cindy, and I am blanking on Grandpa, but please do remind me. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to Story Time. I hope you are well. Ava, Scarlett, and Jade joining us all the way out from England. Good evening to you out there. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad you're here, and I hope you're ready for this wonderful story that we have for you today. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. Good morning to you. Clay, Chriselle, and Rocco, how are you doing today out in Long Beach, California? Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you are ready for this wonderful story. Rocco, always a treat when you can join us for story time. Good morning to you and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Amanda West, how are you doing? You say good morning to everybody, and of course good morning to you, Sarah and Nathan out in Illinois, and say you're having an excellent day and hope everyone else is too. Well, thank you for asking, Sarah and Nathan, and of course for letting us know that you are okay. That makes me happy. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today, and of course those good vibes today coming to you from Sarah and Nathan out in Illinois, wishing everybody an excellent day out there. Thank you for joining in, Sarah and Nathan. Thank you, and good morning to you one more time, Amanda West. And Marietta, how are you doing today? And of course, Henry, how are you? I hope you're enjoying your day. You say snowy Harvard. Oh my goodness, it is a whirlwind of weather that side. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're having a good time. Thank you so much, Henry. And I hope you're enjoying your lunch too. Good morning to you. All right. Harrietta and Henry joining us today. Oh, is it Harrietta joining us today? Good morning to you. Thank you for joining in. I am always glad you're here. And please do stay warm, and I wish you a very happy Friday. Of course, part of your Friday with us here. Thank you so much for spending it here. Good morning to you. Oh, Jonathan Mpande, how are you doing today? And say, oh, Chanda, how are you, my sweetheart? Thank you so much for joining in. I hope school is going well. Good to see you here. And please give my love to Pearl as well. Thank you for joining in. Good morning to you, Chanda. It's a good evening out in Zambia. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, love it, love it. That is my niece out there. Thank you so much. Jacqueline, good morning to you. How are you doing today? And you say, we miss you and good stories. Well, I am glad you're back. Happy Friday to you. Raya and Adama, good to see you here. Thank you for joining in. Missed you too. I can always tell when certain names are not here for a story, but I hope you're always able to catch recordings when we are able to. Unfortunately, today is one of those stories that we'll only have up for a short while and then it will have to come down. But I hope we can enjoy it together. I'm glad you're here for it right now. Thank you so much. Jade, that song is done by my good friend Tim Dixon. Oh, the Soapbox Salute. Absolutely wonderful song. Thank you so much for that. I will definitely be sharing that message with him. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Vera, you know that is my duty. It is my duty to disturb library class. I am glad you're here. Good morning to you, Jen Vera. Absolutely. Looking forward to Monday to interrupt library class. My favorite part. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, Jen Vera. Thank you. And joining us again, Benicio and Timber. Good to see you back here. Thank you for joining in. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. And Veronica Nunez as well. Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you in a little bit, Timber and Benicio. I am glad you're here. Good morning to you. And I think you're ready to enjoy this wonderful story that we have for you today. Sunny Chicago. Good morning to you, Ellen Edwards. Thank you for joining in. Please enjoy the sunshine. And of course, enjoy this story first. Thank you so much. Always appreciate you. Well, good to know that Pearl and Chanda, you're on holiday. Please then extend the love to Jonathan and of course Mapalo and Daisy. And of course, Sally, how are you doing today? Love you, big sis. Thank you so much for joining in. And Jonathan Senior, how are you doing as well? Thank you so much. Aurelia Lee joining us from Pennsylvania. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. And of course, Andres and Cora, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. Cora, Andres, welcome back to Storytime. Always good to see you here. Thank you for joining in. Absolutely love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and Enid, thank you for joining us. Lots of great faces coming back today. I am so happy. Good to see you back here, Enid. Love you back. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're having a good time out in Oregon. Thank you for being here. Ah, Miss Champion, I miss you too. Hopefully see you soon. Thank you so much for coming in on Storytime. So glad you're here. Good to see you, Miss Champion. Thank you so much. Oh, that just makes my heart happy. Thank you, Miss Champion. Good to see you here. Sonia Abrantes and João Tiago out in Lisbon. Thank you for joining us. Have not seen you in a long time. I am glad you're here. I'm glad that our times have lined up today. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, good to see people back. And Jack in Portland, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. And Ross Collins, long time no see. Good morning to you and welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Harmony, Beth, how are you doing? Happy Friday to you. And you say, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Well, Harmony, Beth, thank you for sharing those good vibes, those positive vibes. Yes, indeed, a wonderful weekend is wished on everybody. And of course, a happy Friday to all. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely. Jen Vetta, I agree with you 100%. Miss Champion, so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. Amanda, one more time. Oh, thank you. Grandpa Dennis. Yes, Grandpa Dennis, double the love for you. Thank you for joining in. And of course, Grandma Cindy, hugs, hugs, hugs. Thank you for being here. Baby Bia, good morning to you one more time. Thank you so much for joining in today. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Miss Champion. Much love to you. And Dorothy Cool, how are you doing today? Good morning to you. Good to see you here, Dorothy. Let us know if anybody's joining in with you, but you are very welcome to this wonderful community. Thank you for joining in. And believe it or not, oh my goodness, this is such a surprise. It's my birthday in 8 days. Well, Jade, we're looking forward to that one. Ava Scarlett, looking forward to that one. I hope that we will be here together and be able to sing happy birthday to you. Yes, I will practice over the weekend. Good morning to you, Lydia. How are you doing? And say happy Friday from you and Mahalia. Thank you so much for joining us right here in Oakland. Good morning to you. Happy Friday indeed. And I hope you're ready for Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. Good morning to you. Veronica, one more time, you say Benicio and Timber joining us from SoCal. Well, you're welcome. Thank you so much joining us from all over the place. Thank you so much for being here. Well, thank you. Hi back to the ferrets, and I'm sure everybody out there, hi to you as well. Thank you. Betty Graydon in Florida, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in, and I hope you are ready for this wonderful story. We'll be getting started very shortly. One more time to good morning to you, Sharon Lungo and Soraya, right on time. Thank you so much for joining in. Are you ready for a wonderful story? And Christian, thank you, Dorothy, for sharing that. Well, Christian, who is a mighty 3 years old, thank you for joining us from San Francisco, and I am glad you're here. Welcome to Story Time. All right, let us get started with our story for today. I am super excited. I'm feeling happy on a Friday. Thank you. Let us get started with our story. Are you ready? All right, here we go. So our story for today is called Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. Written and illustrated by David Ezra Stein. And we're reading this one with permission of Candlewick Press. Thank you to them so much for allowing us to share this book here today together. All right, here we go. Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. Written and illustrated by David Ezra Stein, and of course read with permission of Candlewick Press. It was after school for the little red chicken. And I do apologize if I say the little red hen, because that's what's in my head every time I'm trying to read that. It was after school for the little red chicken. Well, chicken, said Papa, did you have a good day at school? Yes, Papa. And today my teacher told us every story has an elephant of surprise. So let's read a story and we will find the elephant. Well, can you find the elephant in this story? Chicken, she wasn't talking about an elephant. She was talking about an element of surprise. What's an element of surprise? What is an element of surprise? It's the part of the story that makes you say, whoa, I didn't know that was going to happen, said Papa. An elephant of surprise. An elephant in a story always makes me say, whoa. So please, let's read the story together. All right, fine. But I don't expect you will find any elephants in this story. The Ugly Duckling. After a long, lovely winter in the cave, the ugly duckling was growing desperate. I don't care if they tear me to pieces. I must be near those glorious creatures for just one moment, he said, as he flung himself toward the flock of swans. To his amazement, the graceful birds did not attack or tease him, but seemed to accept him as one of their own. He peered into the water at his reflection, gasped, and said, "Surprise! I'm an elephant!" Oh. "Thank you for finding me." "No problem. We learned about you in school." Oh my. "Chicken, there are no elephants in the Ugly Duckling. Every good story has one. That's what my teacher said." "That's ridiculous. Is the Ugly Duckling a good story?" "Well, yes, but then it must have an element of surprise. Let's try another book." Let's try another book indeed. Okay, this time we're trying Rapunzel. Enchanted by Rapunzel's beautiful singing, the prince drew near the tower. He had waited for this night. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel," he called. Let down your hair." Silently, a braid of Rapunzel's hair slid down the tower wall. "Come to me, my prince," called a melodious voice above. With all haste, the prince began to climb. When he reached Rapunzel, he gazed at his love, and she said, "Are you ready for this?" "Surprise! I am an elephant." "You've done it again." "You are welcome." Oh, chicken. "Chicken, I know there is no elephant in Rapunzel. That is just plain ridiculous." "Don't you feel sorry for the elephant, Papa? All alone, waiting for someone to find him? Read another story and we will find that poor elephant." Oh my. "Chicken, this is silly. It is my homework. Mrs. Gizzard said to read 3 books and find the elephants in all of them." "Okay," Papa sighed. "Here comes another story with no elephants." Oh, do you think that chicken will find them? Let's see. This time they read The Little Mermaid. Already the mermaid could feel the sea witch's potion working. Soon, with her new legs, she would dance with the prince, and he would fall in love with her. As she crawled out of the waves, a sharp pain passed through her. She fell to the steps of the palace and knew only darkness. When she awoke, the prince himself was standing over her. In the moonlight, she saw that her wish had come true. She finally did have legs. Elephant legs! Wow, that was a surprise. I know. Oh, chicken, chicken, chicken. Well, chicken, are you happy? You've put an elephant in every story. But now I am going to tell you a story and I will make sure there are no elephants. Okay, Papa, and I will draw the pictures. Oh, here we go. Papa's Story by Papa. Hi! Once there was a papa whose daughter loved elephants, and she thought she saw them everywhere, but there were no elephants. Every day he got her dressed, but there were no elephants in the dresser. Every day he fixed her breakfast, but there were no elephants in the refrigerator. And every day he packed her off to He packed her off too. Elephant school! Ta-da! Hi, it's elephant school. Hop in, chicken. Oh, chicken. Oh, Papa, I knew there would be an elephant in the story. So did I, somehow. Said Papa, and it was right at the end, said Chicken. What a great surprise. Oh. Are we done, Chicken? Yes, Papa. Oh, now you can help me with my math homework. Oh. Good luck, Papa. The end. Oh, thank you so much for joining me on Storytime today. I am glad you were here to enjoy Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. I hope you found that absolutely funny. I do. I love the first one. I love this one even more. And looking forward, hopefully David Stein brings us more of Interrupting Chicken. Thank you so much for joining in. Please join me next Monday when we are back with more stories, and I have a special guest coming next week, Friday. You have to meet this guest. You have to be there for that. And next week we will be exploring science books. So we'll be reading all science next week. I hope you're here to explore and be inspired, and of course learn fun facts. Thank you so much for joining me today. Absolutely love it that you were here. Please let me know where you joined us from, and I hope your Friday is off to a great start. And of course, if you're in parts of the world where the Friday is ending, I wish you a lovely weekend and of course a beautiful night before that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Christian, welcome to Storytime one more time. Thank you for joining me today. And you are joining us from San Francisco, and you are 3 years old. Soraya, good to see you back here on Storytime. Thank you so much. And Sharon Lungo, always a pleasure. Jade, thank you for joining in. And of course, Ava Scarlett, and they say, my friends are going to Devon now. Well, say hi to Devon. Thank you. Or is Devon a place? Thank you so much for joining in. Jen Betta, you say, I wonder how the ferrets feel about chickens interrupting or otherwise. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing, Jen Betta. Good morning to you, Chris. How are you doing? Thank you for joining in. Who was joining in with you? Oh, Hunter in Seattle. Well, Hunter, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed that story. Welcome to Storytime, Hunter. Your name does not sound familiar yet, but I will definitely remember it next time. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Storytime. Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolutely love it having new faces. Come on. Thank you, Chris and Hunter in Seattle. Thank you for joining me today. Well, thank you so much. And Harmony Beth, you say, time for a surprise. Right. Thank you. I just watched along in my classroom because I love this book so much. Well, Charlene, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you're having a wonderful time out in Long Beach, and I hope the kids are okay as well. And Mike, good morning to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. As you can see, this book, just like Marietta and Henry are saying, it definitely has me cracking up as well. Henry was cracking up at this book. Thank you for that. Good to know. It is such a great book. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, Ross Collins and Jack in Portland. How are you doing? And you say, Elephant School. Thanks for the funny book. Well, absolutely wonderful book. Thank you for joining in for that one today. Absolutely love it. I cannot stop laughing. I hope you enjoyed it. And you say, that was a great book, Dorothy. Well, thank you so much. And to you, Christian, as well. Wonderful book indeed. Oh, Jen Veda, the Science Week will be amazing. And please do come in on Friday. I reserved the guest for Friday, Jen Veda, so you're able to join us. And please remember, too, that story time moves to 11 a.m. Pacific time beginning next week, because now I'm back and it's hybrid at my school. So we're part-time at school and part-time online. So I will not be here at 10:30, but instead we'll be here at 11. And the official announcement will be coming on the Storytime platforms later on. So to next week, remember Storytime is at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So please do join us for that. And we hope it's not too much of an inconvenience on your part. Thank you so much for joining in. We also is with us, Jade says, ferrets would eat the chickens and lots of other meat. Oh. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Sonia Brantis, you say, thank you for this story. Have a good weekend. Hugs from João Tiago. Well, João Tiago, a ton of hugs to you as well. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad you were able to be here with us. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Ingrid and Anders, good to see you back. And to say thanks for the smile, laughter, and interrupting chicken. Yeah, we can join at 11:15 some days starting next week. Well, I hope so too. Thank you so much. And of course, Ingrid, hangouts will happen very soon. So thank you so much for joining in. Everybody that joined in Storytime today, I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. And remember, like we say always, you have a role to play. You have a part to play in making this world a wonderful place. You're never too young. You're never too old. We can all do our part. No matter how little it feels, it is very important. Let's make our voices heard. Let us make sure that this world is safe and beautiful for everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Much love from me. I will be back again on Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Do join me then for the Science Week. Much love and bye-bye.
He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start on the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Favorite stories with this great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start on the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't be lonely, won't you start on the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't be lonely, won't you start on the reading? We just can't wait to be